This is a video in a playlist. This is the Moms Lives Matter playlist. This is about Hannah. Hannah is found in 1 Samuel. Hannah rose up is 1 Samuel 9. Now, I don't know if I should read you the whole story from King James or this one. This is King James, I think. So it says, starting at 1 Samuel 1, there was a certain man of Ramathizopin. That sounds like a drug, don't it? Ramathizopin. And he was of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah. And he had 2 wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, were there. And when the time was that Elkanah offered, he gave to Peninnah his wife and to all her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah. But the Lord had shut up her womb, and her adversary provoked her sore to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And then Elkanah, her husband, then said Elkanah, her husband, to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? Why eatest thou not? Why is thy heart grieved? Am not I better to thee than 10 sons? Hannah rose up, and after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord. And she was in bitterness and soul. She prayed to the Lord, she wept sore, and she vowed a vow, and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a child, a man-child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head. He won't be a skinhead. That's what she said. She's going to raise a son that won't be a skinhead. And it came to pass that as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, and only her lips moved, her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she was drunken. And Eli said to her, How long are you going to be drunken? Put the wine away from thee. And Hannah answered and said, No, my Lord, I am a woman. And I said, No, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Count not thy handmaid for a daughter of Belial. For out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken hitherto. Then Eli answered and said, Go in peace, and the God of Israel grant thee thy petition that thou hast asked of him. And she said, Let thy handmaid find grace in thy sight. So the woman went her way and did eat, and her countenance was no more sad. And they rose up early in the morning and worshipped before the Lord, and returned and came to their house to Ramah. And Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. Wherefore it came to pass, when the time was come about after Hannah had conceived, she bare a son and called his name Samuel, saying, because I have asked him of the Lord. That's 1 Samuel 20. I'm going to pick up in this other book over here. When a year had gone by, the husband Elkanah went up again with all his family to offer an animal sacrifice to the Lord and fulfill his vow, and Hannah did not go up, having said to her husband, not before the child is weaned. Then I will bring him and present him before the Lord, and he shall stay there forever. And Elkanah, her husband, then said to her, do what you think is fit. Wait till you have weaned him. May the Lord bring about what you have said. So the woman stayed behind and nursed her child until his weaning. When she weaned him, she took him up with her together with a 3-year-old bull, an ephah of flour, and a skin of wine, and she brought him to the temple of the Lord at Shiloh. And the child was with them. They slaughtered the bull, and the child's mother came to Eli. She said, if you please, my lord, you live, my lord. I am the woman who stood here beside you praying to the Lord. This is the child that I prayed for. And the Lord granted me what I asked of him. Now, I make him over to the Lord for the whole of his life. He is made over to the Lord. Then she left him there. Then she left him for the Lord. Then Hannah said this prayer, my heart exults in the Lord. My horn is exalted in my God. My mouth derides my foes. For I rejoice in your power of saving. There is none as holy as the Lord. Indeed, there is no one but you, no rock like our God. Do not speak haughty words. Let not arrogance come from your mouth. For the Lord is an all-knowing God, and his is the weighing of deeds. The bow of the mighty is broken, but the feeble have girded themselves with strength. The sated, it looks like S-A-T-E-D, hire themselves out for bread, but the famished cease from labor. The barren woman bears sevenfold, but the mother of many is desolate. The Lord gives death and life, brings down to Sheol and draws up. The Lord makes poor and rich. He humbles and also exalts. He raises the poor from the dust. He lifts the needy from the dunghill, to give them a place with princes, to assign them a seat of honor. For to the Lord the props of the earth belong. On these he has poised the world. He safeguards the steps of his faithful, but the wicked vanish in darkness. For it is not by strength that man triumphs. The enemies of the Lord are shattered. The Most High thunders in heaven. The Lord judges the ends of the earth. He endows his king with power. He exalts the horn of his anointed. Then she left for Ramah, but the boy stayed to minister to the Lord in the presence of Eli the priest.